Perfect. So now if I click on this July 2025, I would really need to get into the whole calendar, whole month, right? So for that, what I gonna do is I will create another screen. Actually, I already copied that. Okay, so instead of today, I will get rid of this. I will get rid of this one as well, and yeah, I will keep that for now. If I wanted to move to some other month, I can also use this as well. Okay, so let's do that. Perfect. I would go ahead and copy this from here. Perfect. I just copied that, and even I would also need that weekdays as well. So let me just copy as a whole. Perfect. Now I think this whole thing is in auto layout, so we don't need to work on that. What I can do here is I will go ahead and give it Shift A to give it an auto layout. Perfect. Now what I can do is I will go ahead and fill that. So fill that off, and yeah, let's try some colors here. So maybe 10% here. Perfect. Now the top one, let's make this 12, and left to right, let's make this 16. Cool. Now take this all the way to the left and to the right. Perfect. Now let's make it middle align. Wonderful. And what do you think, guys? What should we do with this? So maybe I'll go ahead and take it like this, delete this. Perfect. So now we have calendar view, and over here, what else we can do is we will go ahead and replace our fonts here. Okay, so we need to, no, I think these needed to be updated, so we need to use 16 pixel here. So let's use 16, and maybe let's try semi bold here. Okay, so it needed to be in our own font. All right, I thought I fixed that, but no, I haven't. Now instead of this color, I will use white. Perfect. So I think this color, this font, we did fix that. Okay, so let me just copy the property from here, paste it here, paste here, paste here, paste here, paste here, paste here, paste here. Okay, this is not middle align, so let me just make sure it is middle align. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now let me just paste here. Okay, can I select multiple? No. Okay, now I will have to do it manually. Okay, so I'm just holding Shift. Okay, and then I selected those, and I will Command and then V to copy it to paste the properties. Okay, now selecting this, unselect this, need to select this. I'm holding Command and Shift to make sure I just select the middle one. Alhamdulillah. All right, so select this, and this, and I will select this one as well, this. Okay, and then paste the properties. Perfect. Now this one should be white, so let's make this white. Okay, in the background I will go ahead and use our primary one. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now this one, it should be 40. I think 40 is fine. And for the text, I will apply this and make this 40 simple. So let's make this 40. Now I will copy the property. So Command, Option, and C, or you need to just go right click, and then you can see over here this copy and copy properties. So once you copy the properties, I'm selecting this, hold Command and Shift, and then paste. Perfect. Now select this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and paste here. But instead of that, I think I will make it 20. So 20 is fine. Let me just select this. These mean like these dates are not included in this month. So I think it's a good move. Okay. All right. Cool. Now in here, this column is not aligned perfectly, so it needed to be aligned. Okay, especially the single character one. Okay, so let me just make sure it is aligned perfectly. Boom. I think we are done with the calendar here, and now what I can do here is I will go ahead and let me just take this to the left side for now. Okay, and okay, I will go ahead and let me just vertical align that, and it should be file container, and this one is morning. Okay, morning. Then let me just duplicate that. Afternoon, and then evening. Delete this, and let me also include some spacing here. So afternoon and then evening. Perfect. So this is just a blueprint here. Now we have two variation. One was this one and one is that one, this one. Okay, and maybe I will go ahead and put that as well. Let me make this to the side, copy that. Now go ahead and paste this one as well. Delete this. Okay, now take this frame and it should be middle align perfectly. Perfect. So yeah, today let's make this. So we have calendar version 1, version 2. Okay, and in here what I can do is I will go ahead and place this over here. So we have, instead of this, I think let me just take it over here. And you remember we excluded this from auto layout, right? So it's not ignore auto layout, and I don't need I need to be that in auto layout, right? So it needed to be fit here perfectly, perfect like this. And now it should be like that. Okay, and now let me just make sure it is file container, and I think this one should be also file container. No, we need to fix that end component. So let me just select this and file container. It should be file container. We still have an issue. Let me see. Okay, selecting this. It is file container. Actually, this one should be also file container. This one should be file container. So let me see. We still have an issue. Let me see. Let me fix that. We need to find solution for every problem we have. Okay, so now I hope it will be perfect. So yeah, I think this is perfect. And let me use 12 pixel. So 12 pixel medium. Yep, I think that will works. Okay, and in this one I will then needed regular. Actually, let me just add break here, okay, or maybe here, but we really need this to be filled. Okay, so I think this is perfect. Now let me just go ahead and actually keep this from. Okay, perfect. So now we have this in morning, and maybe I will do one in the evening here, and I will copy the properties from here and paste here, and copy the properties from here and paste here. Perfect. Boom. So yeah, and what else we needed? I will go ahead and copy this to all the way over here, and it should be aligned to over here, the top. I think that is fine. From the left to right, it needed to be 16. Okay, so now it is perfect. Perfect. So I think we are even done with here as well. And again, I will double check that with client, and hopefully if we have some changes needed, we will then do that. Okay, but overall I think I can present that to her. Perfect. Perfect. Wonderful. So now we are done with the calendar as well, availability as well. Okay, and the main pages as well. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And the messages, yeah, I think I have. Okay, so we need a late response variation. So in the chat, I have a comment reduce says okay. So in here we need late response variation. So for example, if we have message and it's delayed, right? So we need to have an option like it is delayed, right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Let me just do it here. Where we created over here. Yes, perfect. Now I will create add a component here. Variant here. And now what I can do here. Actually, let me just go to the main component. Where was, yeah, here is the main component. Okay, perfect. So for the LED, let me just make this color red, so it means it's delayed. This to be also maybe error. Okay, this is basically this color. Okay, we don't need to play with that. Okay, and I think this one should be also red. Okay, and we will light. I think we can do it like this. And for the stroke, let's use this one as well. And for the fill, I will go ahead and copy the proper the hex code from here and paste it here. All right, perfect. And copy the property from here, and this one is fill, and paste it here. So now it's delayed one. Now let me just go ahead and make one is variant 2. Perfect. So this is, we needed this unread here, and instead of Wednesday it should be late. or maybe we can call it urgent or whatever, right? So it's mean like it represent now this message is late, or yeah, we need to open that up quickly. Okay, but still if we have some issues we will fix that, but overall I think this was the comment, so I will go ahead and paste it over here. Okay, now the main page, which is the profile one. In the profile, I think we're all everything is perfect. We included most of the stuff, but in here maybe I suggested that maybe we can add a variation like this, and even you can see over here we have a lot of space here, but in here we don't need this picture, so I will go ahead and go to the main component, and instead of this we will use this one. So we messages, we will try to use messages. Okay, so let me just go ahead and go to home page, and here I will use messages. Perfect. So now it's Stephanie. Perfect. And in here let me just go to the main component. I have this search, right? And I need, if I want to disable that, I can do that. Okay, so let me just make this search. All right, and now this add, and let me just add another one, and which is add. Perfect. Cool. Now let me just go back to instance, and here, all right, so forgive me, we have some issues over here, and it you know, like with the recorder, so this area was occupied, and I really don't need that. So okay, perfect. Now if I want to remove this search and this add, I can easily do that. Okay, and for this one, even maybe I will add one of this, so I will add just one, add one. Perfect. And in here, if we can change this to setting for now, we can do that. Gear. All right, cool. Now this one is the profile. Super. Now about me, and even I think this is already approved, and even we have we input all the information like the languages, the religions, and also the party they support, right? So for example, if I come to over here to the high fidelity design, and to the prototype, we have, you can see what Democrats here, right? So we will go ahead and copy this. Perfect, and paste it here. Okay, so we have implemented all the requirements in here. Instead of like this 2 kids, so we will just include like range 2 to 6 years old. All right, so this is what this setter will helping with this that kids. Okay, so overall I think this is the variation for that, and even for this one I think we can include maybe we will include one variation here. So let me just go ahead, take it over here, and now I think let's try this one, because, and let me just take it, and it should be about me. Yes, exactly. And now this about me should be, all right. So here we will have age, so maybe we can put age. Let's put user for now. We can definitely change that later. Okay, then we have user, then we have female, exactly, the gender is female, and then we have kid, face kid. Perfect. And yeah, I think this is fine. All we just needed to make sure it is white. This is 1.5. This should be also 1.5. Okay, cool. So now in here I will call it age, I will call this gender, and I will call this kids. So if you can see over here, let me just go to the high fidelity design, and in the onboarding we ask some certain questions, right? So these are the questions from the sitter, like which age group you have experienced with. So in here we will call it age group. Okay, so age group. Instead of 6 to 4, maybe we can add like toddler. Toddler is fine. So I'll go ahead and copy that and paste it here. And this one I will make it female, and this one should be 24. 34 is fine. All right, 34 years. Cool. I think this is super, and it is much, and maybe the space between these two should be decreases to maybe 12. Yep. And yeah, so we can present these two variation, but in here we have some issue 24 pixel, then we have some certain pixel here, so I will make that 0. Okay, super. And yeah, I think this is very good variation than this one, but at least we need to work as per the client requirements. Okay, and yeah, this is gonna be the same variation. This gonna be the same variation. Okay, but I will go ahead and increase the height. Amazing. Select all of those and take it down to all the way like this. All right, so I think it is it's much better. And yeah, even we included all the stuff from here, and yeah, if there is something else needed, we will then add it as well. But so far we are done with the profile as well. Let me just put it inside, cut that, select and paste it here. All right, now the main thing, which is basically this one. And for this one I will just go to the dating app, which I do have some templates, and let me just go to that and see how does the functionality of it. Okay, so let me see. Light and dark, and let me search as well. Dating. Match screen. So in here, this is how say hello, keep swiping. Okay, let me see. This is also another one. What do you mean? Yes, exactly, this is exactly I was looking for. Yep. So I was looking for a car like this, and yep, luckily I got that. Luckily I got that. All right, so I will go ahead and copy this, so at least we have an idea. And now I will go ahead and come to my app and paste it here. Perfect. So we have inspiration for the swapping as well. And for this one, let me just put this. Okay, super duper. Now what I can do is I will go ahead and just copy one of the profile. Even we can use the profile that that what we have for the sitter. Yeah, this profile we will use this, maybe this one. Okay, we can use these details from here. And now I will go ahead and start creating this screen. Okay, so for this screen I will go ahead and if I already took that, I want this to be swipe functionality. Perfect. Now this one should be discovery or discover. I think discovery is fine. Okay, and let me just take this information to over here. Okay, and what I gonna need is I will definitely need the picture of the parent side. So now I need that. I will give it in auto layout. Perfect. And it should be 16 pixel left to right. Amazing. Cool. Maybe more than that, so let's try 24 this time, or maybe more than that. Let's try 48. Yes, because we also need the other cards to be appeared here as well. Okay, so let me just select that, and you're gonna see it is 56. Okay, but I think 40 for this is fine. Okay, now take this down. I'll go ahead and take this down, and you can see over here I needed the information, so I will go ahead and put this here, cut that, paste it here. Perfect. Now for this information I will try, maybe I will give it another shot to like I will remove the spacing from here. Perfect. Now this one should be, this is fine. Yes, exactly. And this needed to be horizontal. I will give it some stroke here. Stroke should be like this. Perfect. And this time I will give it 24 pixel stroke. Yes, exactly. And from the bottom I will select this to give it a bottom padding, so it this time 24 will be fine. And for this section, for these two, I will give it again auto layout, and I will make this 16. Okay, and now let me just select this one, this one, this one, and the width should be filled container. It should be hugged, and this one should be filled. Actually, you know what? The gender can be also can easily, can easily take from this image. So maybe we will just do age. Even we don't need these icons. So let me just get rid of that. And now we can easily add the let me fill this, and fill this. So we have 34 years age, female, gender. Okay, and toddler. Cool. Now this one should be clip content to make sure this round edges comes up perfect. Now the card is ready. Now all we need is to do just this cross and heart icon. So if you want to like and dislike that, okay? So for the heart, we already have this one. I'll go ahead and take it out from here and make sure this is aligned perfectly. Now I will give this an auto. Okay, give it an auto layout. Perfect. Fill this out. And for the color, we will go ahead and use our color. So fill that with our color. Yes, and this should be white. And I will make this round. And now this time, let me just hit scale tool and increase this to maybe 80 pixel. Yes. Perfect. So all we need is two. Yes, exactly. One is this one, and now let me just do a cross one here. How about let me just put this, cut that, paste it here, delete this, and let's search for heart. Yes, we do have heart here. Perfect. So this one will be heart, and now I will heart. But it is not filled. Actually, this is not filled. Let me just find cross. So let's do this. Close. Okay, and we need cross. Okay, cancel, and but here I will just add a stroke, increase the stroke. So maybe instead of 2, let's try 4 here. So to match with this icon. Okay, and now let me just select this middle line, select this middle line. Perfect. Now this one should be white as well. But you can see we're here. Even this AI tool also helps us in the UX side as well. Like if we have one is the fill icon, so we don't need to do two fill icon due to visual hierarchy. So what we're gonna need to do is we will do this filled. Okay, but before that, if you can see, you see the sizes to it, these are different, right? So this one should be 80 and this one should be 80 as well. And even for this one, let's do both 80 and 80. Cool. Now let me just give it a stroke, and the stroke should be inside exactly. And I think 3 is fine. I will change the color to this, remove the fill from here, select this. Instead of the fill, I will make this white and select this inside the icon, and I will make this our color. And now lastly, we can add effect to it, and effect should be drop shadow, and we can increase this to maybe 10%. Okay, and I will just add a blur to it. All right, so maybe 8 pixel blur. Okay, now for here, effect should be 10, and this should be 8. All right, perfect. So we have this functionality ready as well. Now for this one, I will use this image, copy the property, paste the property here, delete this, and about me, instead of that, we will use the Sophia Adams name. All right, and here we can definitely try more information here, but for now we will just put what information is, what information is important. Okay, now you can see over here I really don't need this in the auto layout, so I will just delete, go ahead and remove this from there. And now let me just take it like this, and it should be like this one. I think we just added a lot, so let me just make it like that much. Cool. I think yeah, amazing. And here, even for this one, I will also give it this property as well. So let me just give it this property. I will add effect here, and this one should be 18 or something, and this one is fine. Perfect, this one is fine. And in here, maybe instead of this black color, we will use ours. So it was this one, right? And instead of 100%, let's make this to 25%. And let's copy the property and paste the property, but in this one we will increase the drop shadow to maybe 10% here. Okay, cool. Now this one is, just note the rotation here, so it is -3.95. I will just copy this and I will paste this. Now I will duplicate this one to all the way over here, and instead of -3 we will make it +3. So just remove the minus. Okay, now this is also perfect. Now I'll just hold shift, and with the help of arrow I can take it like this. Okay, so now it's 9.5 here and 9 here, so it is perfect. So yeah, I think this screen is also almost ready, and I will share this swipe functionality. I will share all those details with the client, and if still we have some changes to do, we will do that, and that's how we will work on this project. So this is it for, I think, this whole section. I will definitely present you what we need to cover, like what I covered, but overall you have understand the process, you understand how to work with the client, you understand how to work on the requirements like that. Even if client is also helpful, that is also a plus point here, right? In this case, like in this project, the client is super cooperative. She helped me with even low fidelity design as well, right? So this is very, very important. Like some of the client who gonna help you, and you will definitely have a lot of clients, a lot of different requirements, and so far we have covered this type of requirements, and even we will cover all the requirements, like even the user stories as well, right? Which we have we have covered in the daily UI challenges, right? Some of the client, they will provide you the user stories, you will have to work on that. Some of the client, they will want you to revamp their current design, and this is this that gonna be our project 2 as well, right? Which is almost ready to share that with you. And overall I think this is the process right now. If I am sharing this with the client, I will go ahead and clean these files, right? So in here you can see over here we have used these component, right? So I will go ahead and cut that from here and to add this to our file, to our design system, right? So you really needed to be take care of this. I'll just increase the size. Okay, so this is exactly the process. Like, you really need to provide everything perfectly. Even for this status, right, we can do it like status 1, status 2, status 3, status 4, right? So it will give a clear idea to the client as well. And for this home section, you know, for these all those stuff, I will go ahead and cut this from here, cut that and take it to the drop. Okay, so now I took this to the drop, now to the home page, and cut these information here to the drop here as well. Perfect. Now we can take leave these stuff. I will just cut this from here, and I will paste this in the high fidelity design. So I will paste it here. So now we have a clear output for the client. She can definitely come here, add comments here, and then I will implement it, right? And even you remember, like, you know, we use that kind of UI, this kind of stuff from other UI kit, but at least we make sure like we use our own theme. So we change the font here from that font, right? So this is exactly the process how you can work on that, right? In this case, I will also give it a fill and make sure it is also 10% opacity, right? This color, let's give it a fill, white fill, and even the rest is fine. So, you know, like, this is exactly the process, and you understand most of the stuff, and hopefully you will have a clear idea of what we need to cover if we have requirements like that. Super. Thank you so much for sticking to the course. Thank you so much for your time, and don't forget to leave feedback on this course. You know, like, I really want this course to be one of the best course in the world, and the reason, you know, this course changed a lot of people out there, changes the life of them, and they are now the best UI UX designers in the world, right? So the thing is, it helped them, it will definitely help you as well. Okay, super. Thank you so much, and see you soon.